Alright, it has been almost 72 hours since the last time I played Disco Elysium. I should by all rights be dead. This game is necessary to sustain life now. When we left off, I was about to sing karaoke. That is definitely happening. It is the first thing we're doing. After that... Alright, so let's review last stream. Last stream... among other things, I found out that the universe has a hole in it. A lot of what we did last stream revolved around the church. There are some kids who want to set up a... I have to go back and talk to them again, because we found out that they might not be... They might not have been totally forthcoming with me, but they had claimed to want to set up some kind of dance club in the church, because they're all about this new type of music. There is someone in the church, two people in fact, one who is a weird, like, guy who lives in the roof and worships the silence that is up in the top of the belfry or whatever. And another person who is measuring it. They're a person who lost out on some kind of, like their company fell into ruin because of data that was lost in some kind of data transfer that they think was the result of this hole in the universe, which they are now trying to measure and do experiments on. This seems weird because the universe shouldn't have holes in it, but we know that this is a weird universe where there is a nothingness called the Pale separating the various continents instead of like oceans. And so that may be related, but first we shall sing. We're going to sing. We're going to go to... I don't know what else. We'll see what other things I have on the list. In terms of progressing the murder story, the only real thing that we figured out is that we investigated one of the potential sniping spots and said, no, this doesn't seem like somebody could have sniped from here to the thing. Actually, we maybe even looked at two of them. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. But first, we shall sing. Hank, you're here right from the start of the stream. Awesome. Nice timing. Good. I don't know if I will have to play... We'll see when I get up there. And you know what? For once, let's actually just dress the part. What do I... That looks good. What else looks good? The bow tie doesn't look very good. That looks good. Pinball maker's coat. That looks good. Those look good. Those look good. That's a man who's ready to sing. Well, now he's... Well... Oh, do I not have any alcohol? Did I run out? Hit me.
Can I help you?
Can I not order a drink from him? Serp, how could you? Serp was the imposter all along. Play that. there no alcohol just laying around? Wanted to get my drink on before I sing. I saw that Spike Chunsoft has a sale going on. There's 2 things that are on my wish list that were just kind of like, oh, I'll just leave that on my wish list forever. I'll never actually buy it. But they're both 80% off. Zanki Zero and 428 Shibuya Scramble. Don't think I plan to stream either one of them, but I might pick them up and then plan to play them, but never actually do it. But maybe I actually will. Alright, let's use this. But it's like, oh, now you're dying. Save myself. I really... No, I know I don't have any, what do you call it, upstairs? Any booze? I'll just sing just like this. Somehow, right? Can I not? Can I not do? Even if do I equip this? Where is it? Okay, equip this to play tapes. Empty cassette. Press the large button marked Commencer. The tape starts being swells away. And the organ starts playing a simple melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Saint-Saens. Surrounded by an even tinier yard, you almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds, you know, this is the one. The real shit you've been looking for. The one you trashed your room to that Claudia told you about. Perform it! A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning. Could I sing this for karaoke? I think I could sing this. No, I couldn't. It's too sad. I might cry and trash the room again. Or scratch that. I'm already crying. And I look dumb and old. No, I can sing this. Of course you can sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Yep, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way. What? Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the Whirling. Oh, okay. Why would he not let me? There's clearly a mic right there. Gart, I need to sing karaoke now. No, you don't. It's not happening. He tries not to look at you. It's dangerous to acknowledge the karaoke man. If this is my way of apologizing by singing karaoke to you. Why do you even have your PA system if no one's going to use it? It's for the... He begins confidently, but stumbles. It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44. It's not a prop. It's for your clients. I know it's used. Okay, it's for some clients. I'm a real client. I've paid my bills, and I have the right to use the karaoke machine. Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen. I have my own song with me. The man in the vest and violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated. He knows he's out of excuses. Just climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine. I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Thank you, Perception. Time to do the damage. Oh, well, let me take my boombox off. There we go. The The stage is all set up for your performance. Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet. Pellets or pallets? Those are pallets. Are there also pellets beneath my feet? Are we feeding hamsters? You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly. So, are you ready for your thing now? Oh no, it's difficult. Alright, we need more drama, I guess. Okay. I was going to... I mean, I could also just fail. That would be wonderful. Yeah, karaoke check appears hard. Alright, as good as I'm gonna get. Well, I certainly will do it anyway. 58, that's better. Look around the room. The bar is full and buzzing with chatter. No one is paying you any attention, but you still feel your knees turn to noodles. Mom's spaghetti. He's nervous. Okay, now a couple is looking at you. Even worse. They're going to hate you. Just make sure you move, okay? Don't be stiff. Oh, throwing in some dance moves. Now we're going to do it. We're getting it for sure. I don't think... Nope, we're just doing it. We're just rolling them bones. Oh no! I rolled a 4. The air is thick with anticipation. Someone dims the lights as the music starts. A lump in your throat suddenly. A lump's in your throat suddenly. That's good.
To the tiny church there.
He's killing it.
The smallest church in Saint-Saens. Though it once was larger. How the real may rest there. Down through the mist there. Towards the 7 sisters. Towards those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here.
Next playthrough it'll go better.
But now you're all alone. None of this matters.
Task complete. I hope the passing roll is exactly the same. Wouldn't that be great? I would often go there, to the tiny church there, the smallest church in Saint-Saens, though it once was larger. How the rill may rest there, down through the mist there, toward the 7 sisters, toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there, in the tiny yard there. I have been so glad here, looking forward to the past here. But now you are all alone. None of this matters at all. Do you hear that? It's the most pathetic applause in the world, Harry. Made of pity. No one liked you. Yeah, we'll get mad. Oh, if you're singing my fucking heart out and it's not good enough, you hear, or think you hear, uncomfortable shifting around. A bit of laughter, maybe. No one's saying anything. I'm going to unplug the mic now. You don't know what good singing is. This is real singing. I sang about real stuff. That's it. I'm unplugging it. He presses stop on the tape carousel. You hear a little whine of feedback. And then the mic dies in your hand. That's it. You're unpowered. Let's go, officer. These people wouldn't know a good performance if it bit them in the ass. You liked it? Detective Dubois. It was downright tragic. Now let's go. I mean it, he thinks. To him, being a cop in the RCM was truly expressed in that performance. Aw, what a nice guy. It is almost midnight. Is there anything else that I would like to try doing? I still don't know for a long time. I could run over to apartment 28, but I feel like we already know a lot about what happened with the murder. It's possible that he saw somebody on the roof, which would mean yeah, let's head over there real quick. If he's awake. He should be. Otherwise, it's a very, very narrow window. Because it says you can't visit this guy until 2100. So, I mean, if he's already gone or asleep, that would mean that it's only like a 2-hour window. Can I retry this check? I can't. Oh! In the dimming light, some things become clearer. No, still no. I failed that check so many times now. Doing a lot of failing tonight. I like it. Alright, which balcony is it? Over here? There he is. Oh, you heard distant traffic. Night is falling on the city. That's not right. That's not night. That's rain.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette. His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight. It ain't Friday. We found a key. Did I? Sure.
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me.
As he looks at you, something sparkles
So
in his
tell me,
eyes.
are you here to make things right again?
I was hoping to talk to a possible witness. Your balcony overlooks the
Then I
murder
have some
scene.
good news for you.
His eyes narrow. A nearby street lamp draws shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender
My
cheekbones.
Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. Is this a trap? Am I...
Step in. Somebody in the apartment is waiting for me? Is it Friday? It does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. Even the rain feels nice. Why would I want to meet your friend? Trust me, you do. Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. Takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush. Besides, I've got to run. He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again. Run where? To the city. It's a beautiful night. Only if you promise that we'll talk again, it's important. I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. Promise that we'll talk again. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words. We'll talk, the smoker assures you, brushing his hand through the hair. Just not tonight. 70 experience? Nonsense. Why was this such a big quest? I guess this is important. Take care, all right, he says with another disarming smile before slipping off into the night. And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him. Why is he always leaving? Who knows, detective? It's a mystery. Turning his face away from you. There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on. Different, of course. Something mysterious about the way he talks and moves. Something so mysterious about the way he talks. The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Very mysterious. Very. He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter. Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember? Whatever this is, there's going to be a red check in here, right? What's important? What's important? What do we want points in? I like having more points in interfacing, of course. What else though? What? I seem to need a lot of drama rolls, right? I don't want drama failing me. Well, I also don't want encyclopedia failing me. It feels the worst to fail an encyclopedia roll. There's a lot of, obviously, there's a lot of skills that I would like to put a point in. It might also, for gameplay purposes, be nice to have a second point in endurance so that I don't have to use a healing item every single time I take damage in order to not immediately get a game over, because I will run out of healing items, won't I? I'll eventually put another skill point in endurance. For now, I think it might actually be... Why are some of these lit up? I just realized. Are those ones that I'm... Oh, those are ones that I've put at least 1 point into. I see. Reaction speed seems to be good for things besides just actually reaction. Like, it even, like, witty comeback stuff. I deserve a point in reaction speed. We did it. I should also maybe... I don't think I'm going to do drama here. Let's pop on the... Maybe. Who knows? Just in case. Alright, fine, whatever. Yeah, sold that too. Alright. Here we go. Quarterly Business Magazine. An old photo of the same apartment dated year '01. Governmental issues take me over Revachol, as you can see. Who's this guy talking to? Me? Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Dishes soaked up in a pot. An empty ashtray. Flyers for underground parties. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Party Dragon's silk robe. Should I just pop this on right now? Become the dragon. Become an addict in a strange bathing robe. This sleazy, silky bathing robe is in vibrant blues. Features a roaring dragon on the front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only from people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
No. First ask an innocuous personal question to get the interview off on the right foot. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed. What's an official like you doing in Martinez? The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. He raises an index finger. Inflation is a killer, like heart disease, blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. Disco time! You did. You missed the karaoke. I started off the stream with karaoke. We sang. It was bad, but it was good. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. What is this international community? La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. And what do I call the coalition? And what do I call the coalition? Like that? What do I? Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration. What are you doing here in this apartment? Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. He was in France, and then he crossed that border from France to Germany. They share a border, right? Probably. They could. Enough business. Let's talk about something else. Can you tell me about your friend? My friend. I almost thought you had a French guy below your desk. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. All European countries share a border. It's true. There's one point where you can stand in all European countries at once, because they all form like little wedges to that one point. What's Kedra? Kedra is a candidate member of EPIS, but between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. What do you mean? That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. This EPIS thing. And why isn't he, like, surprised that I don't know anything? Like, other people, I walk up to them and I tell him, hey, I got amnesia. He's just rolling with it. EPIS is a very special program developed by the moral intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see. It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. Between you and me, the small intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level. What's on the next level? A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident. Is it going to be like this place here? You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. Is Revachol going to be part of it? Going to be a candidate member of EPIS? Sure. Candidate members never become full members, do they? No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. Still haven't told me who he is. Sorry, who? Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him. He's a bright young man, here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It's the cornerstone of our civilization. Okay, what's his name? I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? So please don't put me in this situation. Deeply enmeshed in the study of fine arts, yes. Which arts? He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. What are you doing in his apartment? I'm just enjoying the view. What view? It's dark outside. Listen. Someone's baby is crying. No, listen. What if I hadn't succeeded in that hearing roll? The Insulindian Bay. What about it? This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. He's so talented. Yeah, it says, oh, who knows what he's good at? Probably everything. He's probably doing just fine. Apartments were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some tenants without a private bathroom or kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. I was asking about your friend. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee. A busy bee? What an odd choice of words. So did you actually witness the lynching? I'm sorry to say I did, officer. He didn't see the hanging. He saw the little show staged by the Hardys. Let him talk. He may know more than he even knows. Is it because you did it? Oh, I got my little rock star thing to think about after we're done talking to him. It's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play. He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, his spirit fingers. Like a drama teacher setting the scene. What do you mean, like in a play? It was so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. Then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this. That lines up with previous testimony, doesn't it? Well done, detective. I think we've got the picture. Anything else stand out? Only that there were about 8 or 10. I couldn't make out anything. It was so dark. And that it was quiet. Quietest lynching I ever heard. Heard of, let alone heard. But I suspect you knew that already. I can't say I'm surprised. The fine reputation of the men and women serving in the RCM is well deserved. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Why can't we talk later? Well, it's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well. That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night. Alright, my work here is done. So this is the rock star. The guy who sings the, something? Bad news. Guillaume de Million did not become a cop. In 1938, he went on a tour to the Xinjiang province in Safar, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Traynor single Wonderland skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning. Pain threshold +1. All psych caps, learning caps raised by 1. Interesting. Alright, that's not bad. That's an alright bonus. I got room for 4 more, and I did just get a skill point. Yes. I did say I was going to spend a point on endurance eventually. Does it have to be right now? Which of the do I actually want any of these to? Speaking of music styles of choice, I'm weird about music. I tend to not like music unless I can associate it with something, with some kind of either thing that's happened to me or like game or video. If I like the music, I'll put it this way: it is entirely normal for me to hear a song associated with something, really like it, and then never ever seek out another song in that genre or by that artist. It almost wouldn't even occur to me that maybe I would like other songs by the same group. No, probably not, because I need to have a context for them in order to really like them, usually. Alright, so Ace's Low has to do with the Insulindian Civil War and the high 5, low 5 that goes with it. When you dig into more songs, you're like, oh, that was their only good one, huh? Rigorous self-critique. I don't like this one. I don't want to be sorry, cop. Do I want to be? Do I want to be a superstar cop? Maybe. That one has to do with money. That one has to do with taking magnesium. Yeah, let's unlock this. Do some kind of superstar. Two songs I would like, they're both going to be from Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know. I guess I don't really have an answer for that. Oh, what's under the bed? Samaran conical hat. This tawny, cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom, its straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. Logic. +1 logic. Super logical for a cop to wear this. So yes, I have a USB stick in the car plugged in so that I can listen to music, and all of the songs on there are from Final Fantasy. It is completely my jam. All right, so we got a ton of... We didn't really learn anything whatsoever because we already knew that that it was all an act, that he wasn't actually hanged. We could have interviewed him long before we found that out, but we didn't get around to it. No, I can't use my pry bar to get in there. Wait, what about the key? Do I have keys? Wait, okay, that just shows you what keys you have. Are there some other... Are there songs that I like purely because of how they sound, like without any context? Do I get a retry on this yet? Have I done anything to deserve a retry? No. Oh, it's my phone. Hang on. I don't know who that is. Is there anyone who shows up late at night? Like, that you can't normally find or talk to? Money on the ground, just chilling. This guy's still standing here guarding. At some point it may be necessary for me to try punching him? Is that the deal? Was there one? I guess I missed it. Alright, I guess everything's wrapping up here. I'll just go to bed. Do I want to talk to Classy first? Maybe. Have we found anything else out? I pretty thoroughly don't trust her now. I think that the things that she's said have been, like, she's lied to us enough times. Or somewhat misled us. She's not here. Did she immediately take off as soon as she knew that there was a possibility that I might arrest her? I had my one chance to arrest her and didn't, and now she's gone. Could be.
Wow. Just wow. I
Oh.
hope you really enjoyed yourself up there. Had a cathartic experience. Because for the rest of us,
Yeah, that was a good, like, hour of the stream just talking to that guy over and over and over again, trying to find...
that really sucked.
I have a vast soul, and she will always come back to it. Good for you. I'm not letting anyone up there again, ever. Hyper! Hardcore! Hardcore! You feel bad suddenly. You see the delicate loops of the handwriting in your mind's eye. Okay. So another thing. Alright, I guess I can't comment that she's gone, so she just must be, I don't know, gone for no reason. Oh, there was a blue. The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes. What are its hallmarks? Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. Where do I get such a crown? It comes free with a 6-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic. The idea of a king and century gone is pretty fascinating, or rather know more about the world. No, I like that. The sentiment is called anticentennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years. Man, that's going to be weird in 2050 when people are like, the 1900s? Like, who says the 1900s, right? That sounds like an eternity ago. But that's what it's going to be. Eventually. You go, man, why are you talking about stuff that happened in the last century? Who cares about that anymore? It's like, but that was my whole childhood and young adulthood. So I'm coming over here because I remembered that there is one more thing that I could do before I go to bed, and it could be important, and that is find that buoy that has her, that Classy kept her documents in. West of the boardwalk on the coast in the reeds. Whoops. Shot couldn't have come from here. Trees block the way. I see it now. You don't gotta comment. I will... If I do miss something, then I miss it. Whatever. Oh, it's just a bench. I know what that is. Benches are merely benches. I don't have to worry about them. It's snowing now. Little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirrup. Water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? How do I get up there where there is money? Is there a path? Maybe this is west of the boardwalk. This is where we're gonna find the reeds. Or something. Or no, is this the building? What is this? Clearly I haven't been over here. A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. Alright, visual calculus. I'm going for it. I think that's the only thing I have for visual calculus, probably. Nope, I was wrong. A row of ghostly shades stands facing a wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. Snowflakes fall on the wooden planks and the surrounding sand dunes, covering the land with the white of innocence. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusilating. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. What is this? The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has loaded the rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution, with everyone fully armed. A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice in executions for some nations, as demonstrated by the height of the bullet holes. They stand facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Collateral damage on the path toward normalcy and progress, such as your belief, officer. Maybe you should change it. They were praying, screaming. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats. Fusillade? Yeah, I have no idea what the definition is. I've heard it before, I guess, maybe? 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but which one? The commandant, the one who gives the order, machine gun fire crackling through the air, the lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face. Kim, who was in this execution? At first, the lieutenant doesn't say a word. He just stares at the wall. I don't know, he says finally. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. What if it was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries? Another likely scenario. Or maybe. You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall? Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior, giving orders. Maybe you're right. I was pronouncing it as fusillade because I was probably thinking of fuselage. A cold sea wind blows away the figures. And entree interdite. An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation. People paid money to park here? No one would pay now. Ancient paint is peeling off the roof of this shaded bench, covered in rust. The door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Oh, I should have my garbage. Where are you, garbage bag? Peepo. What's a peepo? And why does it make me logical? The small wire framing inside this futuristic-looking peepo hat gives it the aerodynamic shape of a swoop skier's helmet, but none of its protective qualities. It covers the wearer's ears and eyebrows to bring down the drag coefficient. Now we're logical. Debating world-building concepts with people on a manga forum. I don't know, some people got good ideas, but a lot of them, Got bad ideas. Oh, now I found alcohol. How many drinks in there? 3. A sturdy bottle of beer that tastes like piss. Not that you would know how piss tastes, just a guess. The label says it's made in Revachol by Lafayette Potent Brewery. The idea of cohesive world building? The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over. Oh. Alright. Big morale. Oversized superstar sunglasses. No boat in the boathouse today. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades.